Hello, hello, hello. Hey, wonderful, fun people. I am so excited to see you. Hey, Tangela, you already like hello down below in the chat box. So excited to see you guys on today. We are getting ready to create our vision for this year. So give me a big thumbs up, excited emoji down below in the chat box if you are just as excited as I am. I know I'm like, let's go. So excited, so excited. Getting the Instagram going as well here. Sorry, doing all these things. We have been in the middle of the Preventing Teacher Burnout Challenge all week long right here on YouTube. And so I'm about to just go over everything that we've been doing this week. While I'm doing that, introduce yourself down below in the chat box by simply telling me your name, what it is that you teach, and also, have you ever done a vision board before? So let me know that down below in the chat box. Hey, Bonnie. So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. So let me know if you've ever done a vision board before because we will be doing a digital vision board today. This is our official vision board party. Whoop, whoop. And all my TBD members, I'm so excited to see you because this is our official wind down Wednesday for the month. So excited to see you guys. All right, let's get started. Let me introduce myself while you're introducing yourself. So, for those of you guys that do not know me, my name is Aja. Hey, and I'm an experienced curriculum specialist. I have been an administrator over curriculum, so I've been over all things teaching and learning from pre-K all the way through fifth grade. So you name it, I was over it. Reading, math, science, social studies, the whole shebang. That was all me. I'm currently an educational consultant who works not only with teachers, but also with homeschool parents, teaching reading and getting children to not only learn how to read, but in doing so in a simplistic way that allows you to prevent burnout. So we're kicking the overwhelmed feeling out of teaching reading. I have over a decade of experience in education with years teaching in pre-K and fifth grade. Whoop, whoop. Do I have any pre-K, fifth grade teachers out there? Also, a little bit about my educational background. I do have my specialist in early childhood education, and I also have my reading endorsement, and I'm certified. Oh, sorry. I'm certified in correcting and diagnosing mathematics and reading behaviors, and I'm also Orton Gillingham trained. So that's a little bit about me. My resume in 2 seconds. My mission here on Everything Aja is to help over 500 teachers and homeschool moms create a life worth living that they enjoy, not only for them, but also for their children. I'm helping them go from feeling burnt out, feeling overwhelmed when it comes to teaching reading, and take them from that feeling to feeling free, confident, and also prepared with high achieving children. Hey, Alex, you said, love it, love it. I'm so glad. So that's a little bit about the brand and what I stand for here. And we are right now in the midst of a preventing burnout challenge. So, in doing that and completing that mission, in order for me to knock out the overwhelm in reading, I really wanted to dive into this thing called teacher burnout. In fact, teacher burnout is the number one reason that so many teachers are leaving the profession altogether, especially right now during this time of year. So, all week here, we've been in the middle of the Preventing Burnout Challenge. We kicked this week off by utilizing last year in order to prevent burnout this year. And then yesterday we talked about how to implement self-care routines in our daily routines. And so we were given 7 routines and we walked away with an action plan. This is the challenge that will get you to take action. Today we are creating our vision for this year. So it's going to be a little bit of both personal and professional, because we cannot pour into our children. We cannot pour into others if we have nothing to pour. So today we are going to be creating our vision, and we're going to be doing a digital vision board here in just a few minutes. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about how to reset our reading block for semester 2. And then Friday, we are kicking off the How to Teach Reading Without Teacher Burnout workshop. So I am so excited that you're here. Hey, Brenda. So nice to see you. It's been a while. So glad to see you. Hey, Brenda, woo, woo. So glad to see you guys. All right. So I am super excited, but I have to let you know that there is a workbook that goes along with today's um training. There's actually a workbook that goes along with the entire week, and it is called the Preventing Teacher Burnout Workbook. So you can find this workbook and get this workbook down below in the chat box. You will see a link to not only download the workbook, but also to sign up for the workshop on Friday, the How to Teach Reading Without Burnout workshop. So that link is down below, and that link will have the link. That's crazy. That link will have the link to actually do the digital vision board as we do it. So I'll be doing mine live. You're going to see me do it live with you in just a few minutes. And while I'm doing mine live, you will be doing yours as well. So make sure that you grab your workbook. All right, we are zipping and running and moving and going. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. All right. So today we are really all over the place creating our vision for this year. And so our goal for today is to create our vision of what we want this year. So we're going to take our goals and our wants and turn those into a visual vision, something that we can see. For those that are spiritual like me, something that you can pray about, put into your prayer closet, and so we're going to take all of the goals and all of our wants and put it into a vision for this year. If you're big on manifestation, then this is right up your alley as well. And we are doing that in order to really narrow down our teacher burnout, but also to pour back into ourselves so that we can approach this year with a full cup. We don't want to approach this year with an empty cup and we have nothing to pour into our children. So we have to just slow it down a little bit and really take care of ourselves. So let's just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room, which is teacher burnout. And so, teacher burnout is a condition in which an educator or even a homeschool mom has exhausted the personal and professional resources necessary to do the job. So, you have done all that you possibly can do to complete, your job, your mission, and now you have nothing else to give. You have nothing else that you can do. You are tapped out. Quite frankly, you might find yourself on the verge of wanting to give up. And so that when you start to feel that, you may be like me. This was me, literally exactly me when I was in my burned out phase as a teacher. I was teaching 5th grade. I was staying late every single day, and I did not understand the importance of the concept of pouring into myself. In fact, I spent all of my time, all of my nights, all of my weekends pouring into my children. Hold on 1 second. My daughter is yelling at the Alexa. But I spent all of my extra time pouring into my children, and I ended up really losing myself. And then I had to go through a phase of, finding myself again, because all my time, my free time, my energy, my weekend was going towards my children. Do I have anybody who's like, yep, that was me? The one good thing about 2020 is a lot of us started waking up and we said, we're not going to do that anymore. Life is too short. And so this was me before I learned that lesson. That burnt out teacher, where I too exhausted all of my resources. And I knew I was burned out, maybe not at the time, but definitely while I was in the middle of it, because I started showing some of the side effects. And these are feeling stressed, feeling sad, feeling overwhelmed, having insomnia where you can't sleep. How you view teaching begins to change. It used to be something that you enjoyed, and now you see teaching as just a job. Then you start to also have physical effects like weight loss or weight gain or hair loss. You're also tired, exhausted. You show up to work like exhausted. Every night you go home, don't have anybody that likes wine. You're like, I need a cup of wine. I am so tired. I'm so stressed. This job is just killing me. Like, or even if you're homeschooling, you're like, my child just doesn't get it. But those are the same side effects that I was experiencing, even right here when I was a burned out teacher. And so this is why today I am so passionate about teaching teachers how to have systems set in place so that they're not me, so that they do not have to experience the same stress, tiredness, exhaustion, depression, insomnia that I too went through. And so, some of the causes of burnout and some of the main reasons that so many of us experience burnout are this: we have a curriculum that requires us to put in extra work and extra time. We're tired, we get tired of behavior, the behavior of the children, the behavior of the parents. There's also the other big one, and I know on Monday a lot of you guys brought it up, but not having enough planning time. There's no time to actually plan. And so what ends up happening is you spend a lot of your personal time preparing for lessons, you're researching lessons, you're preparing for the lessons, doing the lesson plans, and then prepping lessons. In fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but the average teacher spends 12 hours doing lesson planning, not just the actual lesson plan in and of itself, but the researching, the planning, and the preparing for lessons. 12 hours, 12 hours per week. And so one of the leading causes of burnout is there's not enough time to plan. And when you're a mom and a wife and you have a social life outside of teaching, that limits you. And so your work life balance begins to not be balanced, right? Another burnout cause is having unrealistic goals. When you have unrealistic goals set, you're trying to hit targets that aren't realistic. You're not able to hit those targets. And so you spin your wheels, you're all stressed trying to get these children to jump 5, 10 years, of a learning gap all in 1 year, yet the average child only gains a year and a half worth of growth. And so we set unrealistic, maybe your administration sets unrealistic, and there's a domino effect of unrealistic goals. And so you're not able to hit these goals. And because you're not able to hit these goals, you exhaust all of your resources trying to hit these goals where at the beginning weren't even realistic to hit in the first place. Another leading cause of burnout is not feeling valued. Many teachers stated that they left the profession because they did not feel valued. They did not feel appreciated. They even have poor working conditions, whether it be poor administration, lack of funding, lack of leadership. Even if you are a homeschool parent, a lot of times you also need leadership, you need guidance, you need like somebody to tell you what to do, right? And so out of all of these causes, most of them a lot of them aren't controllable. We can't control, for those of you guys that are in like a public school setting, you might not be able to control the curriculum, you use, but you can control having realistic goals. And so today, that is what we are going to hone in on. We're going to set realistic goals, and we are kind of already set realistic goals, but we're going to set realistic things that we want, and we're going to take the goals and our wants and create a vision for ourselves for this year. And so creating that vision for ourselves will help us eliminate having unrealistic goals, which will then help us prevent burnout in 2023. So that is why you are here today. I am so excited to have you guys live, even those that are watching the replay. Whoop, whoop. So excited to have you live. Like I stated, there is a workbook that goes along with today's training. And for those that have your workbook in front of you, if you go to page 8, you can actually do this activity right there on page 8. If you don't have the workbook, you can just simply download it. It's in the chat box, or you can use a sheet of paper. I mean, hey, to each his own. Right now, we are going to literally not think about a goal. So on Monday, we set SMART goals, and we talked about something that was specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. But now I'm literally asking, what do you want this year? What do you want? If for those of us that celebrate Christmas, if you were to sit on Santa Claus lap and Santa said, "What do you want me to give you this year?" What would you say? So I want you to think of 3 things and let me know down below in the chat box 3 things that you want this year. These are 3 physical, tangible things that you want to see or that you want to have. So not a goal, a want. I want you to think of one of them personally. So something you personally want for yourself, one thing that you want as a teacher, and one thing, or professionally, and one thing you want for your students or your child if you're a homeschool, if you're, doing homeschool. So I'm going to give you guys like a few minutes to do that. One thing you want personally, one thing you want as a teacher, and one thing you want for your children. And then once you fill that part out in your workbook, let us know down below in the chat box. I like to hold us all accountable. We are a family here, a community. So go ahead and reflect right now. I'll get to stop talking, and I'm going to do this as well with you.
Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay.
For those that are just now entering, we are thinking about 3 things that we want this year. One thing professionally, one thing personally, and one thing that we want our students or our child or children to achieve. And so we are writing down those 3 things that we want this year, 3 tangible things that we are wanting. Somebody might say, "Oh, I want a mansion this year." I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. We have a few more minutes. When you're done, let us know down below in the chat box what are the 3 things that you are wanting this year. All right, we have a 15 more seconds. I'm looking at the timer. 15 more seconds. We are writing down three things that we want, one thing personally that we want, one thing that we want as an educator, and then one thing we want for our children to have. Oh, time is up now. Look, I talked through our 15 seconds. I talked through our 15 seconds. All right. So now you should have three things that you want. Let me know down below in the chat box. I love when we share. I love when we share. I like reading what you guys put. But three things that we want this year. For myself, I put that one thing that I want, I'm on this super journey. I'm wanting my relationship with God to grow even more. That was my personal. For my professional, I'm wanting to expand my educational consulting business. And then for my child, I actually put that I want her to have an organized learning area. So she currently I'm home like doing homeschool with her, and she has a learning area, but I want it like organized with like manipulatives and things that she can go to even when I'm not there. And so she has books where she goes and she reads her books, but I wanted her to do even more. Like right now she'll go to her counting bears and she'll do her books, but she doesn't do like her flashcards and even her learning journal. And I mean, not her learning binder. She'll do it when I'm around, but she won't. She It's like kind of tucked away in a drawer, and we pull it out. And so like I want it to be really organized, so she could just like come and kind of like pull and play. So those are the three things I said that I wanted, my tangible things. And so now we're gonna do, and y'all just let me know down below in the chat box if you want to share. So now that we had our three wants, we are going to take our wants and our goals and create a vision with those. And so on Monday, for those of you guys that were live, we created three SMART goals. We created a SMART goal for ourselves personally. We created a SMART goal for us as an educator. And we created a SMART goal for our children. Just now, we created three wants. We created a want for ourselves. We created a want for us as educators. And we created a want for our children. And so now we're going to take those three goals and our three wants, and we're going to put them into a digital vision board. And so for example, I just shared with you guys the three things I put on my want category when I did my goals and I created SMART goals. So even if you weren't here on Monday, no worries. You can create a SMART goal for yourself right now. And so what I did, but it has to be something that's measurable. So my three goals, my personal was I want to work out 3 to 4 times per week starting January 1st. I've been doing good on that. The professional one was I want to finish the letters training. So right now I'm currently going through the letters training. I want that completely done I really want it done by the end of May, but realistically at least by the end of September. And then the one thing I want for my daughter who I'm homeschooling is I want her to be able to read decodable books and level A books by August 1st. So those are my three goals that I want to hit, as well as I shared with you my three wants. Bonnie said down below in the chat box her vision goals. She wanted to make videos for on demand for her virtual classes. I love that. So videos for your children to like kind of go and watch. You want to redesign your backyard. Okay, that's a good one. And you want your students to learn and read confidently and fluently. I love it. I love it. And so now that we have our wants and we have our goals, we are going to take those three wants and those three goals and create a vision. And there also will be a little space for you to add even more to that. And so, for those that are following along in the workbook, you will see on page 8, there is a little link for you to actually go into Canva and create your own digital learning board. And so, I have, let me do it like this. I have four or no, five different layouts that you guys can choose from. So this is one layout, and you see it has the 2023 on it. Um, do it like, and then we have, went backwards. And then we have this one that you can create your digital learning board. I mean, the digital vision board. And then it also has like a note to self. We have this where it's just strictly pictures. Then you have this one where you have like the desk and the coffee on it. And then you also have this one where it's like a desk and your pictures on the back. And so those are the, ignore that one. I'm sorry. Those are the three different layouts for the digital vision board. And of course you can go to my website, and when you sign up for the workshop, the workbook will be given to you. It's totally free, so you'll get on Canva, and right now I am going to literally show you step by step how to do it. And so as soon as you click that link on the workbook, it will send you into canva.com. Once you go into canva.com, it'll have you copy the layout. When you copy the layout, it will look just like my screen right here. And we're going to do this live. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. Let me know down below in the chat box if you have, you know, any problems doing that. For all people that are like, I am not a techie, you are in the right place. All right, so I shared with you my three wants and my three goals for a reason. And so what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is decide which layout I want. Of course, you don't need to do all three of them. You need to choose one. And I'm really feeling this one. It's speaking my love language right now. And so I'm going to do this one with the desk and the coffee cup and the glasses. And that's the one I'm going to choose. So thumbs up once you have your layout. So that's the first thing is you want to pick a layout to do. Then on the side, you're going to go to elements. So it'll say design, elements, uploads, text. So I have anybody's on their phone. If you're on your phone, at the bottom will say it'll be at the bottom, not on the left hand side. So if you're on a computer, it'll be on the side. But if you're on your phone, at the bottom is where you would see elements, and it actually has like a little plus sign, and then it'll let you have go to elements. And so on here, you can actually just search anything that is within the Canva library. And so my first personal goal was to work out. And so I could just type in the word workout. And I want to use photos for my vision board. So when I look at photos, I see pictures of people working out. And I kind of like this one. She kind of looks like, I love it. I love it. She has a six pack. She's working out. Yes, yes, body. Yeah. Now, I don't need all that as far as a six pack. But I do want to work out. So I just took that picture and I just dragged it, and it'll automatically fall within the digital learning board. And so that was my first the first goal I had is now already on my vision, and so I can check it off. I did it like this, or just so y'all, I had it right in front of me, but you guys have the workbook. All right, so then I'm going to the next one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And my next one was a phonics training. If you've never heard of letters, it is straight phonics. So letters, sounds. So I can look up the word phonics. And so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And so I wish that one was in color. I might do B for bat. There we go. I'm gonna put that right there. So that represents me finishing my letters training for phonics. So I have that one. The next thing I wanted was my daughter to be able to read decodable books. So I put little girl reading, and then I can look and hit see all and look at the pictures. This girl's super cute, so I'm gonna use that one. And if it like cuts something off, if you like double click on it, it'll let you like kind of move and adjust the picture. But so there are my three goals that I had. And if I'm moving too slow, like I said, you can always like pause me or just say, "Hey, Aja, slow down real quick." Slow it down real quick. And so now I've done my three goals. And so now I'm doing my three wants. And so my first one was it was a about me. Oh, I love this one. There we go. So that represents my relationship with God. Oh, that- oh man, that's not gonna work. Oh, because that's a graphic, not a picture. All right, so this one's gonna represent my business growing. And that's moving. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then I want her to have like a she has a learning area, but I almost want it to be uh oh, it's on videos. That's why. That's why. I'm in photos trying to find a picture that I like. Okay, there we go. That'll have to work. It's not the best picture, but you guys get the point. You get the point. You get the point. Yeah, it's not the best picture to show like manipulative. Oh, I like this one. That one speaking more to my heart is speaking more to my heart. Maybe even that one. Mm, yeah, I kind of like this one more. All right, so I'm gonna double click it and kind of like zoom in a little bit. All right. So there we go. So I have my three wants and my three goals on my digital vision board. And then I have one more left over. And so what I can do, I have some more goals. Yeah, I have more things that I want. More things that I want. I would love to spend more family time. And you there we go. And I like this family because oh man, they're gonna be cut off. They kind of look like my family. And if you want, you can put an ethnicity to find images of people that, kind of look like your family, or you can even add a picture of your family. If you want to add a personal picture to your digital vision board, you can go to uploads. And when you go to uploads, you can go to upload files and then find it from your computer. And so you can do that as well, and then you can have your own picture on there. And so once you're done, woo, 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 you can take a screenshot, take a picture of your digital vision board. I'm asking that you at me on Instagram. I cannot wait to see you all's digital vision board. I'm going to play some music in a second and I'm like just kind of let y'all work. But I wanted to show you an example first of how to do it, and you see how simple it was to do it. I think I did that. I could have done that in like 5 minutes, but because I was like talking and explaining, I think I did it in 10. Not even. So you see how simple it is. And these are the things that I'm wanting in for myself this year, both professionally, personally, and for my children. And so this really will helps with having that balance, work-life balance, because you have a little bit of work, a little bit as you as an educator, or a homeschool mom, and you personally of things that you want to pour into yourself on. So I know a lot of you guys on Monday were talking about some of your goals were to whoop, whoop, get out of work. Hey, I should see a picture of you leaving, a picture of somebody packing their bag. Um, Down below, Bonnie said some of hers were virtual classes videos. So maybe you have a picture of a video recording. You said your backyard, redesign your backyard. We should see a backyard on there. And I cannot wait to see the finished products. So I'm gonna play some music and let you guys work. Um, but let me know if you guys
Walk
are
out the door
having
in my little black dress.
um
Been up all day and
any
I'm so
problems. But I'm
stressed.
gonna let y'all work
Wasting time,
real quick.
downtown,
Told y'all
trying
this
to
is the
explain
challenge where we get to
all
take
the things I wish
action.
I feel
And it's
right.
a vision board
The
party.
hole in my motor,
I have my
pouring
drink.
concrete
It's a
under
of juice. I have
my
water,
feet.
and the water is all
It's
gone.
morning till night. If
So
I
I
leave
have
you,
to
would you
drink.
figure
Normally, I
out
drink a
just
cup of
how
water,
much
and
I
after my
need
water,
you?
I
It's
can drink
all
juice.
dancing in
So I
moonlight,
drank
and
my
I'm
water, so
living
now I'm
life
on my
kinda
juice.
crazy. I just sit away like, whoa. If I'm too serious, then I might go crazy. I just sit away like, whoa. Turn up the radio, I let it go. Turn up the radio, oh. Turn up the radio, I let it go.
Cannot wait
Turn
to
up
see
the
you guys'
radio, I
vision
let it
board.
go. Walk down the street and I move to the snare. Throw my hands up to the bass like a prayer. Stars shine behind downtown skyline. Don't overthink tonight, just gonna dance. Fall for the rhythm, a sonic romance. Pulsing concrete under my feet.
Really interesting. For those of you guys that have never done a vision board, or for never doing a digital vision board, that means you have upgraded level. I will say this way is much easier than cutting things out of newspapers. Like it's just a drag and drop with the pictures.
Tie the laces tight on my sneakers. Sync my heartbeat up with the speakers. Tie the laces tight on my
For
sneakers.
those that are jumping on here right now, we are currently creating our vision board of what we want during this year to pour into ourselves. And so we created three different goals and three different things that we wanted professionally, personally, and for our children. And so we're taking our goals, one thing we want to accomplish, both personally, professionally, and for our children, and then our three wants, personally, professionally, and for our children, and we're putting those into a digital vision board. There is a free workbook that goes hand in hand with this challenge this week, and so you will see 5 free templates for you to do your own digital vision board. And so within those templates, you go on there on Canva. The first thing you're going to do is choose which one of the 5 templates you want, and then drag and drop pictures. So in elements, we're going to find pictures that match those goals and match those wants that you said, and you're just dragging and dropping them. For those that chose the second layout, this one has a different element because you can type. So it says like goal one, goal two, goal three, goal four. So we created 3 goals on here, but you might have a fourth goal. And so if it was me, and I can use this one too. Like watch this. Um, I'm gonna put that one on there because I would love to like have a boy this year. That would just be like awesome. But if I were using this one, just so that y'all can see just how easy it is, I'm gonna use the same pictures we put on the other one. So these were my pictures. Oh, I don't like that her face is cut off. I really don't like that her face was cut off. There we go. Working out. All right, so on this one, you noticed that you had 2 more to kind of fill in. You had a few more. And so I kind of put that on there. Now this is making me think, what are other things that I don't know if I can get there all this year, but pay off debts. Yes, yes, yes. I'll put that on there. And I would love, man, if I would love even upgrade of a house, man, that'd be awesome. And so you could just kind of put your goals, things that you want for this year, and then in the boxes you can then type your main one. So I'm gonna put, workout. Um, I really want my own phonics, finish the curriculum within teaching by design, but I just put it like that. There we go. I think the biggest thing is growth. I can just say growth because then that can include, my business, myself with God, and all of that. So I'm just gonna put growth. And then you can put a note to self. So my word for this year is victory. So I'm gonna put victory is yours. Um, walk by faith. All right, so I just put like kind of my note to self. If I want to change the font, I can just highlight it. And then right here, you can kind of just change the font until something that like. I like this one. Kind of, kind of fits. Kind of fits. Kind of fits. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I just did two vision boards for y'all. I did too. So there you have it. I want my family to grow by a little boy. Oh, I would be good with one girl, one boy, paying off my debts, finish my phonics training, me able to have my own phonics curriculum. I do want to redo a little bit within my my online digital bank of resources for you guys. But those are some of the things I want professionally, personally, and things that I want for my daughter. And then I also did a note to myself. And so there's that one. This one is just like that first one. But I wanted to show you guys what it's like when you actually have to type in, into the boxes. And so there, look, there's two examples. We talk about modeling for children. I'm like, I just model. So let me know. Give me some thumbs up, some emojis when you guys are finished in the chat box. You guys should be finishing at least one. You do not have to do them all. You just do one. And then when you are finished, please take a picture and tag me on Instagram at everything underscore Aja. I want to see your vision board. Woo! Yes. And for those that is one thing I do, spiritually, even after I do my vision board, I then pray over it. And so you can definitely do that as well. But these are the things that you guys have come up with of things that you want and a balanced life because it's all about having that, teach life balance. I'll say teach life balance. But that teach life balance. And so remember, you can't pour into your children if you have an empty cup. So well, I'm so excited to do this challenge with you guys so that we are actually pouring into ourselves so that we have things to pour into them. So right now, at least we are walking away with a vision of what we want out of this year because tomorrow we're going to then take all the goal setting and things that we've done and we're going to apply that to our reading block in particular. We've been doing a lot of pouring into ourselves, and now tomorrow we're going to kind of like shift it and start thinking about okay, now how can I get my mind right and get my classroom right? And I say classroom because even if you're homeschool mom, you're in your classroom now. How can I get my classroom back right for this semester? And then it's really good too to do this in the middle of the year because it just kind of like resets you. You know, you gotta have like that reset. And tomorrow, that's what it's actually called, reset. Resetting your reading block. But just like this whole preventing burnout allows us to just like have that reset, and just that fresh mind as we go into this year. I see the heart emoji. I'm taking that means that you're done. Whoop whoop. Cannot wait to see it on Instagram. I know you're already following me. So I can't wait to see your finished vision board. Don't don't think that this is just some little minute thing. I actually still have my vision board for last year. I didn't do it digitally, but I noticed some of this thing. Well, this one wasn't for a year. It was like my ultimate vision board. So I'll probably be printing this one as well, because this one is actually catered to what I want this year. But yeah, I did my vision of what I wanted out of my life, and a lot of the same things. Having another child, and for working out, y'all ready for this? This is like me really sharing my whole little life. Um, I have like elephants and animals on here because my dream like vacation is to go to Thailand, and when I go to Thailand, I'm doing the getting in a cage with a tiger, and I am doing the getting on an elephant. I want to do that so bad. Every time I see it on the internet, I'm like, I want to do that so bad. And then I'm surprised I didn't put a picture of the giraffe, because the other vacation that I really really want, my dream vacation, is to do Giraffe Manor in Africa. Oh, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. But yeah, so uh, you can definitely print out your vision board once you're finished and put it up. We talked about self care routines yesterday, and how to take self care routines and put them into our place, our safe place. And so that's literally one thing you can do is take your digital vision board that you just did, print it out, put it around somewhere in your classroom, in your me area, whether it's like by your desk. You can put it in a picture frame, and so you're constantly looking at it, and you're constantly remembering, okay, these are the goals that I set this year, these are the things that I want out of this year. And so that everything you do this year going forward, you are striving for those goals and for those wants. And so, yes, I'm excited. I'm so excited to see you guys at me on Instagram with your finished digital vision board. Like I said, all you gotta do is take a picture of it. Take a picture, take a screenshot of it, and at me. I cannot wait to see them. So, what is coming up next? And if you're still working, feel free to continue to work. I'm certainly not trying to stop you by any means. But I do want, while you guys are finishing up your digital vision board, I do want to just let you guys know what's coming up this week. And if you missed a day, don't worry. We have the replays here. Go back through it. You have your free workbook. And so use your workbook and then just watch those replays and really take the time now to pour into yourself, so that you are ready to not only hit this next year, but to allow this next year to be your best year. You said you're looking for the perfect backyard pick. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be perfect, but just doing a nice little backyard with a lot of grass, right? A lot of grass. I love it though. You're like, I'm taking this vision board thing really serious. I absolutely love it. And so, like I said, as you guys are finishing up, I'm not telling you to stop. We can be on here until y'all finish, and y'all give me the thumbs up that you're done. No worries. But I do want to let you guys know what is coming up this week. And so, if you've missed our utilizing last year to prevent burnout this year video, then make sure you go back, rewatch it down below in the descriptions. I have the link to all the YouTube videos for this week. So not only can you find them on the YouTube channel, but they're also down below in the description. We have utilizing last year in order to prevent burnout this year. And in that, we created realistic goals. Just like with our vision board, we were focused in on what things we can actually achieve this year. Because remember, one of the leading causes to teacher burnout is having unrealistic goals. And so Monday, we went and we said, hey, we are having realistic goals for this year. Whoop, whoop. And so that's what you can find in that video on Tuesday, yesterday, we I gave you guys 7 self-care routines, and we went through those 7 self-care routines. We identified which ones we wanted to do in our lives, and then we created an action plan so that we were actually accountable in order to be consistent and actually do the very things that we said we were going to do. Today, we are creating our vision for this year, and we are taking our goals and our wants, and we are putting them into a beautiful digital vision board. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Tomorrow, you can catch us same place, same time. We are going to reset our reading block for this year. So now that we have poured into ourselves and we've gotten our mind together, we know what we want out of this year. We're going to take those same practices and actually apply it with our reading instruction. So, with your reading instruction, you have whole group, whether that's close reading, you have small group like guided reading or guided practice, you have fluency, you have reading comprehension, and there's all these different pieces of teaching reading. And that is why not only is it important to reset your reading block, but it's also important for you to come Friday and sign up for our workshop, because I'm going to teach you how to teach reading, teach all those different aspects I just talked about without teacher burnout. I'm actually going to show you my proven 3-part framework of how exactly you can manage all of these different pieces without feeling burned out, without feeling overwhelmed, and without feeling stressed. So make sure that you are here, you are present. I cannot wait for Friday because, man, Friday is the icing on the cake, baby. Woo, woo. So excited. All right, Bonnie, did you find a picture of your backyard? Did you find a picture of your backyard? Inquiring minds just want to know, because this backyard pic is probably going to be the most beautiful backyard pic that we've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love teasing her. I love it. I love it. So let us know. And on not meant to mention what you actually will get on Friday. So on Friday we have big announcements. I'm going to be rolling out some big things for those that attend the workshop live. There will be certain bonuses that only those people will have access to, and so it's important that you try to make it live. Yes, there will be a replay, but like I said, there's some things that only the people live will have access to. And on Friday, that's where I'll show you the secrets for getting your reading instruction to run on autopilot so that you can teach with ease. In that workshop, I'll show you how you can have all of this, a bank of lessons that encourage for optimal engagement for children. So they're already primed and ready for engagement. I'll show you how to have a weekly lesson planning system that saves you hours of time planning each and every week. Earlier, I shared that the average teacher spends over 12 hours per week just doing lesson plans. Crazy, right? And so I'll show you how you can save hours of planning time each and every week. I'll show you how you can have schedules, routines, transitions, management tools, allowing you to be stress free. I'm going to show you, give you simplicity and clarity on knowing what to teach, when to teach, and how to teach. I'm going to show you how you can have effective step by step hand holding. Now, everybody is like me. I'm like, hey, I need you to tell me what to do, how to do it. Give me all the steps. I'm going to show you how you can have a reading professional development that walk you through the process of everything when it comes to reading at your fingertips. I'm also going to show you how your students and children can hit their goals not only hit them, but surpass them. We've already done goal setting. We've already laid out things that we want for this year. And so I'm going to show you how your children can not only hit those goals, but surpass those goals without you feeling stressed and burned out. I don't want you to be like the old me. Yeah, we don't need to be at work and at school until the critters come out. It's time to teach smarter, not harder. And in this, also, I'll show you how you can be supported along the way by a professional. Who knows, you can get somewhere 10 times faster if you travel there with somebody that's already been there before. All right, so that's what you guys can expect this week. All right, you said you used 2 picks. I love it. I love it. You had to put the pictures together. Hey, as long as it is your dream backyard pic, I'm excited to see what you came up. I am so excited to see it. I see the emojis coming in. Awesome, awesome. Don't forget to add me on Instagram at everything_Aja. I'm so excited. I'm gonna turn the music down now. I'm like talking all over it. I'm yelling all over it. But I'm so excited that you guys join me live, even those watching the replay that are doing their digital learning board along with us. Woo, woo. Don't forget to shout me out on Instagram. I cannot wait to see what you guys created. And we will be here tomorrow, same place, same time. Like I stated, we are going to reset our reading blocks for the second semester. And so your next steps, once you finish your digital learning board and add me on Instagram, then I want you to sign up for the workshop if you have not. The workshop is January 27th at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I want you to rewatch the replays of the challenge if you've missed a day. So if you've missed a day, go back, rewatch it right now. And then come back tomorrow, same place, same time. Remember to grab your workbook. The link is right there in the description. And then just come and work with us. Remember, this is the challenge that makes you take action. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's my sound effect, y'all. That's my sound effects. Whoop, whoop. All right, so I walked y'all through step by step. Don't forget to show me the finishing touches. Okay, so I see the emojis that I'm taking. That means that y'all are done. We've had like about 20 minutes, so I'm assuming they're done. This is a vision board party now, so we had the music going. I feel like I did a lot of talking, so hopefully I kept y'all entertained.
I just see the way that oh, turn up the radio, I let it go. Turn up the radio, turn up the radio, I let it go. Turn up the radio. Walk down the street and I move to the square. Throw my hands up to the bass like a prayer. Stars shine behind. Down, down, skyline. Don't overthink tonight, just gotta dance. Fall for the rhythm of sonic romance. Pull